morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Let's Talk Fabulous Show with Tamara. My name is Tamara Hunter, and I am your host. This is the show where we explore our fabulous lives. And today, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel the love? It's all about the love. Today, we are going to be talking about the tour of love. We're so excited. So, without any further ado, hey, let's talk. Today we have an interesting panel show. Wink, wink. We have the co-host, the Emmy Award-winning documentary filmmaker, music creator, and just all-around wonderful guy. My co-host, Skip Thomas, is here with me to explore the topic of Tour of Love with our digital panel. But what I'm going to do, of course, is I'm going to let my digital sidekick start the show.
Hello, everyone. This is Renee Reich. I am the founder of Finding Your Voice Network, publisher of Finding Your Voice Network magazine, and transformational coach. Today's show is going to be special. You will be joined by the Tour of Love second season co-host, Skip Thomas, along with Tamara L. Hunter. It's going to be special. It's going to be magnetic. It's going to be fabulous. If you are ready to find love in your life, this show is dedicated to you and for you. The Tour of Love, if you have not been part of it before, it is something you are not going to want to miss. So as always, get your pens and papers out, sit back, relax, and enjoy this very special and fabulous show. Tamara, take it away.
And I've got my pen and paper, and I got the co-host, and we're ready to take it away. What do you think, Skip?
I think it's great. We've had an amazing journey to this place. We had a great first season and a lot of great people. We've been at this for a few years, and now that we're counting down, getting closer and closer to launching the second season, and all of the people, plus some who are a part of the past and now jumping on the Tour of Love bandwagon to launch the second season. It's amazing.
I absolutely agree, and I want to welcome those that are here in our studio audience. I love it. You can be in a studio audience and not have to wait out in the rain if it's raining outside. Throughout the world, you can join us, and the way you do that is you go to either Facebook or YouTube and you watch us there and let us know in real time you're with us and where you're viewing from. I want to welcome we have an ambassador for this show that welcomes everyone, and I want to recognize her right now. Helene Wilson, thank you for being here. We've got Joy Willett. She's got quite the voice, doesn't she? She sings beautifully and has been involved with Tour of Love in the past. We are going to ask for you to share out the show. Hashtag live, hashtag replay, and thank you so much, Helene, for reading my mind. So let's get to it right now. Tour of Love. Let's kind of bring everybody up to speed on what Tour of Love is all about. It comes from an organization that you and I have been working on. And as you said just a few moments ago, it's something we've been working on for a number of years, and it grew organically. And I think that is what is the key here, because true love and the frequency of love is something that is organic, right?
Well, it is, and it's not just like warm, fuzzy, let's hand everybody a rose or give everybody a hug. When you say organic, it's natural, it's in nature, it's in the animals, the universe is full of it. And no matter what you do, if you find your passion in life, organically, it's from within. You start to love yourself, and that's an organic energy. And a lot of we did talk about frequency and raising the vibration with love. Everything's frequency, and that it relates to the word organic. So yes, there you go. And so much of that, when we've used that over the years, in 7 years or so, of where does love fit in there? It's at 500, if you can see that. And we get a break even point at about 200, and you keep going up that frequency. And the higher the frequency, you also attract that back into your life. And so down at the bottom is guilt and apathy and fear, which is a lot of fear going on.
Yeah.
And how do you can't just go like from fear or go and switch right to love. You take it one step at a time. And so how do you do that? You connect with nature, you connect with your own passion, you write music, you produce things, you do something good in humanity. And as you start to move that, whatever you put out there, you attract back. Like attracts like, with that which is like unto itself, law of attraction, all those things. So that scale, even though it looks confusing or whatever, moving up that is all frequency. And everything in nature, even when we talk about dis-ease with the group that you're talking about, that once we started raising the frequency within ourselves, we saw some miracles. We really saw miracles because the healing power of love.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. And for anyone that's not aware of what we're talking about, we do have a video that Skip created in regards to the organization, the community, the global group that has come together to help raise the frequency. And this is where the Tour of Love actually came from. I'm going to share this video right now, and then we're going to keep going.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
Share this with your friends and family and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a chemo buddy for life.
We are a buddies network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are chemo buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
So taking on the journey of the history of Tour of Love and realizing that we've seen so many, if you will, miracles, and some of our buddies are showing up. I want to welcome everybody that is coming here with us today, because we see a day, don't we, that at some point in time, we believe, because the science is there, the studies are there, that at some point in time, we can raise the frequency, that we can see the connection, and that we believe that at some point, the disease can be a thing of the past, right?
That's so true. And we saw it even within our group with people who had stage 4 cancers. The doctors would tell them that, I'm sorry, go get your life in order. And they joined in, and not to say that we or whatever were healed, but it's about healing yourself, and your body's made to do that. And the opposite is true too. And so what happened was we saw people participate in that was your doctor in the video. Yes. When you had cancer.
Yes.
And he even said isolation, about how devastating that is to the healing process. And then we went through the whole past 3 or 4 years, which was so much isolation. And networking, via the internet and through your network of chemo buddies, and then even the Tour of Love, we created a global community that stayed connected. Yeah. And what we're doing now is no matter what happens in this world, be it economic, political, whatever, that connection of love is universal. And if we can stay connected with that, it actually not only heals ourselves, but once we've done that, we can heal another person, help them heal. And as a group of healers, we can help heal a whole community or perhaps even the world.
I love it. And that's really where this then came. The Tour of Love. The Tour of Love show comes out of a 36-hour event that this network, E360 TV, we love you, E360 TV, Aaron Himes, and the whole team over there at our network. We love our network because they took on the Service Hero show, one of the shows that I produce and did for a number of years, almost 1,000 shows, or just about 1,000 shows, and with inspiring stories of those inspiring others. They're like, come on over to the network. I'm like, okay, we have a 36-hour live event where you want to have globally. Will you allow us to do it? He said, come on over. Let's do that. So in 2020, we had a whole team of hundreds of people throughout the world, name big names in the entertainment world, music world, comedy world, all sorts of people that were in agreement that it's time for us to connect. And if you guys remember 2020, this was towards the end of 2020, what was going on? We had so much isolation, more than most times, that had taken place. And we're like, we can do this. And Aaron over at E360 TV, we love you. He was like, let's do this. And we did, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And you were up for the whole 36 hours straight. Yeah. And some of your team members, Barbara and Anna and Caroline, they were all right there.
Kim O'Neill,
and if they had to pinch hit and jump in if electricity or internet went out, I mean, it was seamless. You remember?
I remember. Yeah. Anybody that hasn't watched it, you want a few laughs. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Can you believe it? A 36-hour event. We had worked months and months for this. And my local provider did not let us know that they were doing a scheduled unannounced takedown of the internet for over an hour. And yet no one knew because we were ready. And you helped direct that. Thank you for it. And the whole team was just, I can't even brag enough about that team. And so what then happened is thank you for all of your amazing skills. And I want to recognize everybody that's here and commenting. Thank you. Many of them are a part of the Tour of Love, will be a part. They've been either before or they're coming on now. And we've got a lot of buzz about this. Lots of buzz happening, guys. So, however, we're taking you through the history of this, wink, wink. So we then created promos. We have one promo from before that we're going to share right now. So you guys at least have a little bit of the history lesson in how Tour of Love came about and what is second season.
What the world needs now is love. In the spirit of the 60s, this 36-hour non-stop event reaching 80 million screens on E360 TV. This is the Tour of Love. Showcasing top Billboard artists, comedians, including the Guinness World Record fastest talker.
Stop. You have set the Guinness Book of World Records.
And special tributes.
What's for supper? Baked possum and sweet potato.
A huge cast of talent. We're all coming together to support all those experiencing the impact of cancer. So join us November 30th on E360 TV and a multitude of other platforms. This is your invitation. We're changing lives, changing the world. This is the Tour of Love.
The Tour of Love came out of a chat of which Barbara Beckley, many know her. She's on the E360 TV network. She and Caroline, our production coordinator, most everybody knows Caroline Brown, and Brooke Curran were all there. We were all kind of brainstorming. Skip was there. I was there. Many of our buddies. This is during COVID, and we were getting together live. I was live on one way or another 3 times a day during this time. We were serious about our community and there for support. So we're all like, okay, let's share the love. Let's do this. Humor, hope, heart hugs, whole lot of love. And the Tour of Love name came about. And then we're like, okay, we need fun. We need massive amount of fun. When was a time that people remember having fun? And it was, you're always really big about the anthems of the 60s. And then we were talking about, remember those days, Partridge Family, Brady Bunch, all that kind of neat stuff. And the logo of which, here you go, Brooke Curran, she volunteered, donated this logo, all of the graphics involved. I mean, this is all volunteers, guys. You need to understand the massive amount of people and energy that all came together for the change of humanity and to create the love for free. They did it out of the goodness and the love of their hearts. It's all about the love, right?
Yeah, I was going to bring up, because we started 8 years ago. How long's it been?
It's been a while. A few days. Wink.
It's been a while, and so I wanted to bring up your business plan on how you accumulated all this wealth because of through the years, and because we joked because you said it's free, and we've been putting our heart and soul, and we've given so much and hadn't really received, and that's okay because when we say wealth. Look at the relationships. Look at the people who are waiting in the aisles for the second season. Look at the talent that's there waiting to help based on what we've done. And that's when you talk about energetic love and wealth, that's real wealth. So.
It's funny you brought that up because I'm actually speaking on Tuesday and the subject was about monetizing. What have you done to monetize your cause? And I actually talked about that. I said, my background is I was a headhunter or an international recruiter for many, many years, owned my own company or worked in management for a Fortune 100. And we have not been about monetizing. However, it did talk about being creative. I said the way that we've done it with our volunteer team is we would find out what people wanted to do and where they wanted to grow. And then these amazing people, heart-centered people, all for the cause and to raise the frequency of the world would come. And what we would do is we would team them together. And the relationships that have been created, the skills that have been gained, the confidence, the healing that has happened, that is priceless. You can't put a dollar amount on that. And, I want to recognize right now, a new member of our team, Jonte Hall. Do you guys know Jonte, not too small Hall? He has been, up to a certain point, he was the smallest globetrotter that traveled all over the world, 52 countries, every single state. And he was a part of the Globetrotter team. He is joining Tour of Love. We have, Joy. We have so many that are joining in different roles. And I wanted to recognize that because it's funny you brought that up. Because truthfully, right now in this world, it's not about so much our pocketbook. It is, if you equate it to our living, keeping a roof over our head and all those kind of things. But there's creative ways of doing that. And in opening our mind and our heart in that and looking at other possibilities, that's where the miracles happen, right? The frequency of miracles, the frequency of love.
Right. Well, and if you look at, you were talking about like a return on investment and the skills and the things and what's been acquired, but put a price on the lives that have been changed. The people, the stage 4 people that went away and came back and had zero cancer in their body, not because of anything, but because of something miraculous happened within them. Look at the kids that have been a part of this program and planting a seed, and what will they do in the future to help shape the destiny of what we really want to see happen in the world. And all these other people that are part of this who are inspired. Caroline, who didn't know, was scared. And you, well, like, which now do I push record? Like, look at the passion and inspiration to reach out and utilize and not be stopped by a technical issue or a obstacle. You and the people that came in here, and it was cancer at first, but it was depression and isolation, and I've lost everything, and it became every issue in the book or challenge in the book that gave people a sense of support, and that's love.
Yeah, it's much bigger than what it originally. That's where we're going right now, guys. This is now bigger than the original group. However, what's so cool, and this is where the test of time really does let you know that this is real, is that the people that helped start this are still a part of this. They're very much intimately involved in this, and it is growing from there. We haven't had attrition. We haven't had people leave. We've had more people join, and that's when you know you have a true movement. You have something that's big and exciting to share in the world. And what is it? It's a 4-letter word. I have some videos. I said that this is a video panel, and we have some of our contributors that have actually shared a few thought processes. You mentioned Caroline. Caroline's an intimate part of our team. In fact, she's here right now. Guys don't know that usually. However, she is here in the digital studio helping to run things behind the scenes. We thank her so much, and she has shared with you her thoughts in regards to the tour.
Good morning. My name is Caroline Brown, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. And today we're talking about the Tour of Love show. As you can see, I have my mug and my shirt on because I share the love with people around me and people around the world. Also, I have a painting that says love. I've been with the Tour of Love and the Fab show for almost 5 years doing the production, and watching all these guests come on and share the nuggets that they give. It's been amazing. Not only have I listened to their stories, but it's also helped me grow within myself and find new purpose of what I like to do in my journey. And my journey was to build a book, to build a poetry book, release the energy that's in me that can make me move forward in life. Come join us. It's all about the love.
Fabulous. It is all about the love, and some ice cream. Fun. Always love it when ice cream. Yeah, it's one of my weaknesses, guys. Truthfully, I love it. Okay, and I love it that we've got people now from all over the world that are joining us, I want to say. And we have people from all over the world that are joining the tour, that joined before. For those of you that don't know, Caroline is out of Canada. We have people from all over the world. And what is it that's bringing everybody and uniting everybody? It is the love. In fact, I have another contributor for the panel, digital panel today, from South Africa that shared a clip. I want to share that and then dive deeper into this with Skip.
Good day, everyone. Juanita Cap from Meticulous Moments, and I want to talk a little bit to you about the frequency of love, 528 hertz. And there's a reason why I want to put focus on the frequency of love today, because many people don't realize that love is a frequency. Love is that which speaks to our hearts, our soul, our mind, our spirit. Love is that which pierces through the deepest walls that we've put into our lives and into our psyche. Love is that which unites. Love is that which transcends boundaries. Love is that which heals. And it's frequency. And when we get into a room, I make it a point, whether I'm in an online room, whether I'm at an event in person, live, I make it a point to bring that energy of love into the setting where I am. Because the moment that people feel loved and accepted, they open up their spirit. They rediscover their passion for life and for others and for what they do. Love is so important, and that is really a tool that we can use to heal humanity. We need more love in this world. We need more acceptance in society. And I'm super excited to say that the Tour of Love is in pre-production. with Tamara L. and also Skip Thomas. So Tamara and Skip are going to bring the tour of love back. It's going to include many, many wonderful artists, many talented people, all driven by the passion to raise the frequency of love globally to make the world a better place. And I'm excited to be a part of this journey. So shout out to Tamara L. and Skip Thomas, and we look forward to the tour of love because it's going to change the world for the better. See you there.
Fabulous.
I just love her voice and the flame that in her heart and soul that you can just feel what she's saying so beautifully. Yep. Here I'm in Arkansas, so I got an accent. Hers is a little different than mine.
I don't have one. I was born in Southern California. At least I don't think I do. You never know. And so beautiful words. I agree. And Joy, beautiful message. So let's continue in this. So the whole idea here, guys, is that what is the tour of love? Tour of love is more than you may think. And in fact, well, I got one of our digital panel that kind of like gives us a little bit of a clue. I'm going to let her tell you a little bit of what she is thinking right now.
Greetings, I'm Angel Marie Monticelli, and I am so thrilled, excited, honored. Really, I'm just really excited overly because of the new developments that's happening with the Tour of Love. Oh my gosh, Tamara, let's do this. It's so exciting. So you come on too, because this Tour of Love is for you, for you, for you, for you. And you know what? What does that love mean to me? Why am I so excited to be on the Tour of Love? Not only because it's really groovy, but it's also what society, what humanity needs right now is that energy of love. And that energy of love is on a frequency of 528. And you can Google that. And that is a high vibration and it helps you to get through your day, to have more of that clarity, that focus. But love means to me is to be able to share that love, to be able to be in love with my life, be in love with who I am. And that's what's going to help you, because this tour of love, that it's big, and I can't wait because there's going to be so many people, including you, that are going to be there to help us share this love, to help people to step into their own love, to understand that love creates that joy. And when you create that joy, you create peace and harmony. And those are high up on that Hertz meter also, with so much grateful gratitude. Being in the Tour of Love. It can't wait. Wait for these developments because there's some new things coming out you want to know about. And I'm excited because I can't wait to share with everyone about the Tour of Love and get all groovy and feel that energy and increase that energy to nurture yourself. So let's do it, Tamara Hunter. Let's get it going, and everyone else there, let's do this. And then you also, because we want you to be with us. Let's do it.
She kind of gave a hint. In that she wants them to be with us. Now, we're not giving too much out here quite yet, guys, but wink, wink, tour, be there with us, energy, show. We've got a lot of components that we are putting together, right, Skip?
That's right. And again, when you say this Tour of Love and you hear this 528, some people know what that is. God, it was 15, 20 years ago in Sedona. I had a place. I lived there, and we had a big theater, and we put on events. Lenny Horowitz actually has written a book, and you can Google it, all about 528. You'll see it in movies. You'll see it. It'll be the symbolism on door numbers and so forth. But what happens is that frequency, just like the numbers or just like that, you get up above 500, that frequency resonates with, and Dr. Moto and What the Bleep Do We Know? If you watch that and watch what happens to crystals when they put the word love versus hate or anger or joy or laughter or even beautiful music versus real distorted music, the water crystals change from looking like love snowflakes and joy and at that frequency to almost looks like some kind of yucky, muddy looking contaminated cancerous cell. And that's how powerful when we talk about frequency is. So and it's great, all these people all around the world. And so one of the things I really want to say that's important is it's all, love and everything and groovy and everybody's excited and jumping up. Like a lot of people are going through a lot right now. And so part of this is being present with where you are and finding first that inside yourself, we can start to love yourself. What are you grateful for? That's up there too. Yeah. And then what can we do to take a little step? If we're down in apathy or guilt or just fear, how do you start moving up that ladder, toward love? You can't just flip a switch and, oh, I'm in love. Oh, isn't that great? No, it doesn't work that way. Maybe for some it can, but take those steps. And sometimes it's, holding a bunny, or it's walking out barefoot in nature, or standing in the creek, or meditating, or listening to some soothing music. But no matter what world is going on at the media or the pulpit or at the podium in politics or education or whatever, and things that have you frustrated, know that we can, because we are such a massive force of humanity, that we can offset that. Just like there was a study done decades ago in Washington, D.C. The crime rate was through the roof. And they brought in these professional meditators. I mean, they were monks that I think it was hundreds or thousands. And all they did was meditate for peace. And the crime rate dropped so dramatically as if a 8-foot snowstorm hit the city. And that's a fact. You can look it up. That's how powerful these things that we think are so like woo-woo or whatever. But no matter what, find the love in your dreams and your fellowship and laughter and your purpose of why you're on this planet at this time. And it starts inside of here, inside of you, first place.
Very well said. And in fact, that's part of what the Tour of Love and what is coming, is that it will have all of the components that you all think about when it comes to the Tour of Love, the entertainment, the fun, and all of it. Yet, it's always been there, but not always remembered, because we have so much fun with this. But there's the lessons and the learning and the growing and then being aware. And being aware helps that evolution to when you are aware, you may not even know that there was such a thing as an upside down cone, is what I always call it. Yeah, there's an actual name for it. But, everybody knows that there you go. And so not everybody understands that that's there. Once you start becoming aware, and then you can then learn and then grow, it's a matter of that first aha moment. And it might be the groovy man that gets you to that aha moment. We'll take it. We're here for you. It's like what Angel Marie was saying. We're here for you. We're here for you. We're here for you to share, right?
Yeah, and something, you may be in the poo-poo barrel and you're just head down and something goofy or funny or whatever comes on and you laugh or giggle at it. Hey, that's a step. It's you're starting to move. Something's shaking inside. And part of you said 1,000 people in service heroes and on and on. Part of this storm that we're facing, that we've gone through for 3 years and no telling what the future is, we need good people who have the integrity and the genuine heart and compassion to help each other navigate through this. For 7 years with the cancer buddies and everything, it's been a navigation process. And now we are taking with love, that frequency, on a whole global level. And we did it last time, but this is going to be even bigger.
Absolutely. And in fact, you created for a show that we did on the Fab panel not long ago. We did something about nature, and we had some of our nature people healing through nature. Go hug a tree. Go put your feet in the grass, the grounding. Go check out that show. It was absolutely, I got so much out of it. I always do. I'm always taking notes. However, let's share the video that Skip created for the Tour of Love to talk about it. It's coming. And what he's sharing right now is said so very well through images and music and storytelling. Here we go.
Humanity is waking up. We've been on an amazing journey, a physical, mental, and spiritual journey. We've faced crossroads where we've had to choose between a path of fear or one of love. And now we stand at a precipice unlike ever in our recorded history. Changes to our world are unfolding before our eyes in every aspect of our lives. We face a choice, both individually and collectively as a human race. Are we going to face these times with fear, seen as a lack of money, concern for health, relationships, physical threats, perhaps even a fear to even make a choice? Or we can choose for ourselves and help others toward a path of love leading toward joy, bliss, gratitude, a path filled with remembering our original instructions given to us by this earth, by all life, shown to us through nature, leading us back to our own true nature. This is a time of remembering, being reminded, reconnecting to centuries-old wisdom carried forward by our ancestors. Our course toward our destiny will be determined by our connection to who we are. We must listen to our heart and our soul's wisdom, and seeking connection and knowing. We're being called into humble service to each other, to the earth, and to all life here and beyond. The call is real, and it's now. Are you ready?
Fabulous. Okay, so I love that because again, you're talking about the ancient wisdom and that, the call, humble service, and are you ready? And when you think about it, I've always been big about family history. I've always been into genealogy. What has my ancestors in my own particular family line wanted to pass down? What do I want to pass down to my next generations that are coming? Right now, this is a global family we're talking about. And I love the way you addressed it. The ancient wisdom, the ancestors. And you come from ancient wisdom and ancestors that many of them, like in the images that you were sharing, they're in the Ozark Mountains. You have a story in your family that you are very connected to, and it really comes out in your videos.
Well, thanks. It's we go, and it's about remembering. We have, from our ancestors, we have that DNA that's passed and that cell memory or whatever you want to call it. That, but yeah, my ancestors actually got pushed out of here on the Trail of Tears. And part of my ancestry is German, and part of it's Welsh because we're all mixed breeds of all kinds, most of us. And what's and I've become a very, even though this wisdom, and it's really a spiritual wisdom, my faith, my God faith, this is I consider biblical times we're living in. Mm-hmm. And for each person, no matter what your faith is, even if it's just in some higher power or it's what's important is we're on a spiritual journey. I heard it said, are we human beings having a spiritual experience? Are we spiritual beings having a human experience.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think it's the latter. I think we're spiritual beings having a human experience and remembering our spiritual connection. And we will find that in nature. We will find that in each other. We'll find that in the animals. And remembering and reconnecting to that, it's going to get us through what's ahead of us. And being not fearful of the destiny or the fate. You know, the fate is that thing that happens if we don't do anything. But if we're empowered and we love our purpose and the difference and the power of being who we are, we can really craft our destiny that we desire. And really, that's what the Tour of Love's about, with amazing people with gifts, skills, knowledge, you know, experiences to share. And that's what we're going to do.
Absolutely. The digital sidekick, Renee, she actually shared something about her thoughts in regards to love. I want to share that here.
Hello, everyone. This is Renee Reich. And what does the frequency of love mean to me? Well, frequency is how often you do something. And love, well, it's one of the highest vibrations there is. When you put the two together, it's a recipe for success in life. Love is doing things unconditionally. It's doing things with the right intention. When you give yourself self-love, it's not selfish, it's selfless. You put goodness out there, you do for others, not because you have to, but because you want to. Love is something that I'm proud to be a part of in this tour of love. This is a great energy, a great vibration, and I hope to see you on this tour. I've been part of it from the beginning, and I'm excited to be part of it again this year, and I look forward to seeing you here too. Have a beautiful day, and I am sharing my love with you. Take care, everybody.
Beautiful.
She said it right there too, right? And I loved it too when she took the word frequency, because many people think vibration, we use it in that way, yet the frequency of how often we do that. I loved it because in the English language, sometimes you do have a couple of different ways that you can look at things. And yet in this one, it all comes back to the same thing, is that we can make a difference. Right?
That's right. And together we can make a huge difference. And being present and not getting so worked up about the future or fearful or the obstacles ahead. Because if you do that right now and shift what's going on with a little bit of gratitude or connection or whatever it is, suddenly that frequency is going to attract like frequency and open up doors that you couldn't do. I mean, with all the brain power and the money or whatever, it's like miraculous. And those doors start to open up. It's the power of prayer. It happens, but you're doing it right now. And you're doing it in a way not like, oh, God, oh, please don't, I'm going to die because I had cancer. I'm going to like, oh, my. That's what I had a year ago, or less than that, actually. And, you know, and it would have been easy to pray for what I lack. But I prayed for what I had the ability to heal, and that I was going to get through this, and my gratitude for all that has been brought into my life and what's ahead for me. And that attracts bigger things and better things. That's where the magic happens.
I love it. We have one of our performers that she's been with us since the beginning. We have many that have. She actually sent something in, a little word to all of you. Here we go.
Hi, this is MJ's Raven, and I will be joining the Tour of Love for 2023. It is an honor, again, to be reunited with these amazing people, to continue to spread awareness, love, and support. So it is my honor to be a part of it. I love you all, and I'll see you soon.
She's amazing.
Such a talent. So you've now put together a new video. I want to share that with everybody. Go ahead.
Well, who was that? She's a Michael and Jackson impersonator.
Yeah.
And MJ is what she goes. And she's an amazing person, got an amazing story and why she's involved in this. And we did some stuff together. And I was like, okay, MJ, you and I need to go on the road as Bubba and MJ. She's the Michael Jackson.
You guys are so cute together because in our chats, guys, in our community, they've come in and they've sang together. And here we got Skip actually has an amazing voice. For anybody that hasn't heard it, you can go back to even this show and see some of his music. And he has an amazing talent, a fabulous talent. Wink, wink. And then you got MJ's Raven, and the two of them, when they're singing, you've got this different kind of style that really blends beautifully. And in fact, a couple of years ago, it was 2019 when we did the 36-hour event, pre-Tour of Love, but it was nevertheless the same team. And you guys did Will You Be There, the song. And you were singing, she was singing, and many others. Joy lent her voice. Many of our volunteers sent in beautiful, clips, video or audio clips to you to put together. And that right there, when you look at the talent that is involved, this is where it's so exciting, because we do have big names that have been with us. However, it is the heart that shows up, and we are all uniquely important and special and valued and appreciated. And that's what I think also is so unique about the Tour of Love, because we are sharing the love from all of us for all of humanity. And it's time. It's so time, isn't it?
It really is. And as things, that are out of our control around us, and we don't know what to expect, and we wonder where it's headed, what we can do is adjust how we react to it. And that's within ourselves and in our communities. And if we do that in enough communities, whatever that is, if you find a passion where I can make a difference in the schools, or there's people that are going back to the principles of love of country and our Constitution I work with. And let's remember who we are and why we're here, and not get so clouded by all this craziness that makes no sense, because there's not a lot we can do about that, but we can do something from where we are.
Yeah. And that's what I love about this too, going back, looking at it, and how we continue to have everybody showing up. It's like you put the word out there and they're like, okay, when, where, how, let's do this. Let's do this. That tells you right there that no matter what was happening, pre-COVID, COVID, post-COVID, thumbnail, whatever it may be, guys, whatever is going on, when you can show up together, and they say where two or more are together, miracles can happen. And that's what we've seen. We've literally seen them. We expect them. We continue to, and we are calling upon all of you to be ready to join us in the Tour of Love. I want to show this new video, okay?
Go for it.
Let's do this.
The word is out. The Tour of Love show is coming back.
Let me tell you, with our amazing reach and the success with our international audience, E360 TV is excited to have us back.
And boy, could the world use some higher vibes now.
Today, more than ever, people are feeling the pain. They're feeling like, what is going on, and love can absolutely change the world.
Raising the frequency through love.
Oh, hi, I'm Fran Kaplan, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female in the world. I also hold 9 world records. I did a book signing on top of Kilimanjaro down by the wreck site of the Titanic. I've written 22 books. I'm a comic. I do a lot of things. But the thing that I'm really excited about now is that I am joining the Tour of Love. And I am going to be joining it with a lot of talented people.
It's that energy that connects us to dreams, our imagination, our faith. It's about being love connected. It's joy, love, laughter. It's the love in finding our purpose and why we're here at this time. It's finding the love along the journey, trusting the destination will be determined by each step.
I mean, my philosophy is live every day as if it's your last, and one day you'll be right. You know?
If you're ready to join us on this journey, well, the time is now, and the need is now. It's time for the Tour of Love show. L-O-V-E, all we need is love.
I love it.
It's my shout out to my brother from a different mother, Tony, who wrote that song, also did The Power to Heal, which won some awards, and has done dozens and dozens of songs. And so I said, Tony, I need something about all we need is love, kind of like, all I need is love, the Beatles thing, but I want it to be, we can build on it and develop it into a new song for the next season. So, and he just, so one night about 10 o'clock, he did that all by himself on a little laptop and sent it to me. That's the kind of talent that's waiting in the wings and excited to be a part of this.
Okay, so am I hearing you correctly? Because guys, you're seeing this on camera. This is I knew that there was the new song coming. That's our new song?
Tony's, he's going to orchestrate it. He's the one that did The Power to Heal, which won Songs with Purpose out of Nashville. That, I mean, it was amazing. I wrote the lyrics, and he and I worked together, and he and I have worked together for 30 plus years. And he's got an identical twin, Tim, and they perform, but they've worked in London and so forth, but they are like my family, and they're all in.
I love it. In fact, as I was listening to it earlier today, it's got such a fun, all you need is love. I'm not going to sing, but that's as much as you're going to get, Holly. Wink, wink. But, however, how exciting, because I have been waiting. I knew that you had contacted them, and they had said that they were all in months ago. And this is the very first time I've had any they've kept it under wraps. How fun is this? It's not only a premiere of that video, but it's a premiere of the first version of our new song.
Yes. Yeah. It'd be beautiful. But yeah, it's just, and again, the ability with so many talents, and we can get someone, you've got some people that played on the other songs and so forth that are, world class, and, and they may do a little riff or something. We'll send it out, but we're going to grow this. We can't even tell you how it's going to grow.
Yeah, we can't either. Wink, wink. However, okay, so the riff that he was talking about, going back originally to the 2020 big event, the 36-hour event. We had, at the last minute, we realized, because we were going on E23 TV, we had to have original songs. We couldn't, unless Melissa Manchester came on, we were able to play all of her songs. She was there. She's giving us permission. However, any of the music that we used in any of our productions, we had to have it, either the artist was there or it had to be original. At the last minute, we realized, okay, for the big opening act, we needed an original song. We created one, and we're going to play it right now as we get ready to close out this, letting everybody know this is a call to all of those that want to get involved with Tour of Love. We want to start hearing from you. We want to put your names down. We're going to get everybody together here soon, and wink, wink, we have more pre-production that we're going to be putting together so that when it's time, we're ready. And the pre-production, you guys just saw one. Let's watch this song, this creation that was put together, and then we're going to close out. What an exciting time. Here we go.
We are the one.
That was Brian Thompson at the end. And yes, everything was original. All contributors came to do this for Tour of Love. So with that, we need to say goodbye to everyone right now. Yet contact us. Let's do this. What do you got to say? Last moment.
Yep. Well, thank everybody for being here. And again, just step inside yourself, find that little moment of gratitude, something to be grateful for. And while you're here on this planet, you can help shape the world. And Tamara, thanks for having me. It's great to be part of this.
Let's share the love, everyone.
Good job.